This next one is really fun. This gets people really excited. I'm going to show you how do we distribute this. So now we've gone and got our ingredients. We cooked it, we plated it, we put it on the dining room table. How do we distribute it? How do we get it to people if they can't make it to our dinner party? We have a couple ways we can do it. Well, one way is you could just give access to your Domo instance, right? You go to more, admin, you can go to people, you can say add new person, you put in their email, their name. Here's where you can select what type of level you want them to have, whether it's just only having buzz, whether it's only looking at stuff, having the ability to click into things. Admin, don't give admin out unless it's somebody who you know will be fine with this thing. So I'm going to say cancel. That's one way you can do it. And then you can go to dashboard. You would put in the person that you already added under admin here, and they have access to the dashboard. That's one way. There's another way though. Let's hit this little share menu. And we have all these options in here. What is this thing? Well, let's look at this first one. View page of slideshow. Look what you can do here. You can set a little timer for 10 seconds, or you could just click this button. And what you can do is you could just display everything like it slides. Clicking, 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 clicking. Okay, that's a cool one that we can do. I'm going to close this. Another one that we can use is we can go to publish a slideshow. So why that's different is you can say, hey, what do I want to put in my slideshow? Let's not put in the filters. Let's take those out because it doesn't make sense for a slideshow. And let's say save. And now look at this. You can publish this to the web if you want. So I'm going to say public. And here's a little URL that I have. Copy that sucker, hit done, or I can email it to him if I want. And look, now if I open a new tab and I just put in that URL, I can see all my cards that I made. And this is nice because you can share it with whomever you want. Just be careful that if you make it public, anybody who has the URL can access or can see what you have. But this is really cool because I know somebody who used to spend 8 hours every Monday putting together a review report deck that their team would go over. And when she moved over to Domo, now what she does is every Monday, she just puts this on the TV in the office and they just go through it together, or she emails it out. And it's phenomenal. That's another great way to do it. Okay. Another cool trick we can do is we can export it to PowerPoint. Hit that little box with the arrow, say export as PowerPoint. And what's happening here is Domo is actually creating a PowerPoint with all these pieces on here. It's PowerPoint. I'm going to hit download and go ahead and open that up. All right, here's what Domo just did for you. It took your dashboard and put it into PowerPoint slides for you, so you don't have to do this again. Now, there's a better way that I'm going to show you real fast. One thing you should note is these are pictures. Once it's in, you can't change the name, colors. It's just a picture, okay? But it's a fast way to do it, so that's really, really nice to save it. But hey, there's another way to use PowerPoint. It's really, really slick. I'm going to go to More, Admin, and I am going to go to More at the bottom and hit Tool Downloads. And look at what we have here. We have some extra hidden things. So if you download, for instance, this Domo for Office add-in, so what you can do when you open up PowerPoint now is you can connect right here. I have a little Domo plugin. I'm going to go to connect to Domo and look what I can do. I could say new account, and you're just going to put in the instance for your account, right? So whatever your URL is for your Domo. So I'm going to put in mine. Authenticate. It's going to ask you to do something. Copy that link and back on PowerPoint, copy this authorization code, yours, and just paste it in there. Submit. Allow. And we're good. Okay, I'm going to go back to PowerPoint. Close that. And now I'm connected. So what was the point of that? Because check this out. I can go to choose a page. I can find the page that we did, demo dashboard. Next. Unlike the export Domo to PowerPoint, what this is asking me now is, hey, how many cards do you want per slide? Do you want 1, 2, 3, 4? What do you want? Do you just want one? So everything's one. Let's do that. Let's just say a 1 instead. We're going to say create slides. Look what it's doing. This is really, really amazing. There we go. It just made every card its own slide. So now I can take it and I can do what I want with it. What's really cool, what I do use this for, is if you write whatever you want to write here, you type in whatever you want to put your notes, whatever you want. And you could also reshape this. Again, this is a picture. It's a JPEG, so you can't really do anything with it. You can't change the color, change the title. So make sure you get that correct in Domo. But what's really cool is if I put in a title here, like if instead of year over year, if I just want to say total revenue, I don't know, something like that, whatever, you can keep that. That's fine. But what's cool is you could just tell Domo, hey, refresh these cards. So if you have a monthly business review, quarterly business review, that's where we use it actually, or I've helped people. You can just say refresh cards and everything. Domo will do that again. It'll have PowerPoint go to Domo, rip it, and put the latest and greatest right where it was. So you are good. That's a fantastic feature. Okay. Let me show you some of the ways. All right, let's go back to our dashboard. We have a couple other nifty tricks. I'm going to hit this little up arrow sign, and then we have export as a PDF. Easy one. Click that. Right there, finish, download. And this is just like the export as PowerPoint, but it is a PDF. Pretty straightforward. I use this with some people where for their clients, we have a report and we just change the name every single time, and we're able to export this as PDFs from multiple clients, scale it, works out super well. Let's do another one. Let's hit this. We can schedules report. This is a very, very popular one, schedules report. Here, what you can do is you could say, hey, you know what I want? I want to see this whole dashboard every single day, except maybe not on the weekends. I want it to come in at 6 a.m. for this day to this date, and I want to go to these people. What's really cool about this is they do not have to have a Domo license. You can send it to whomever you want. Put any email you want in here. You can send this. So I have some people that I help where they get a daily email of all their accounts. How are they doing for the main KPIs? And what's nice is they just get their email, they open it up, and they see what's going on. So they don't even have to go into Domo if they don't need to. If something is down, then they know they got to go into Domo to go look it up. Very, very, very cool. Okay, let's do another one. I'm going to hit that box with the up arrow, and I'm going to go to embed. This is really, 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 really cool right here. Hey, so what you can do is you can get this link. You can send that out if you want. But you can get this little iframe code. So what you can do with this thing is you can literally copy it, paste it, put it into something called an HTML or HTML into your website if you know how to do this. And it will display the entire dashboard embedded into your website. Very, very slick. I actually do this for some people that I help. What we do is they have clients. So we take their client dashboards, put it into our website, and then their clients are able to access their dashboards, their Domo dashboards through our website. Really cool. That way we don't have to worry about them clicking around, things we don't want them to click around, giving licenses, all this stuff. Very, very slick. Fantastic, fantastic tool. Cool. And what you can do also with that embed, a little pro move, if you have Microsoft Teams, you can embed into Microsoft Teams, little tricks behind it, but you can put into Teams. And now when people log into Teams, they can see your dashboard. So amazing. We have a couple other ways too. Let me show you this. Let's say we really just want the data set now. We don't need to see all this stuff. We just want the data set. Well, I can do that. Go to data at the top. I can go to connectors, and we are going to find something called write back. Cool. What write back means is hey, instead of taking data into Domo, take data from Domo and shoot it out. So what I can do is I can set this to take my data set and to shoot it out into a Google Sheet, into BigQuery, into Snowflake, into OneDrive, all these other things. We could do it that way. That's one way that we could do it as well. If I open up Google Sheets, there is a Domo plugin. If I go to extensions, you go to add-on, get add-on, and here, if you look for Domo, right there, I already have it. So let me show you why this is really, really awesome. You can go to extensions, Domo. Here, you can choose the data set, and it'll just plop it in your Google Sheet for you. Just like this. Here, you're going to say choose a data set. It will require you to log in. Once you log in, you can pick any data set you want and just say, sure, put it in. And there it goes. Domo is able to put in your data this way. Now, with this method, this is manual. You have to go extensions, choose refresh all the time. With the write back solution, you can trigger it. So whenever your data set updates, it automatically pushes it into Google Sheets or whatever. And I prefer that way because I don't want to have to manually remember to do this. But that's just one other solution. And there are so many ways that we can distribute this data. Another one that we can do, SFTP. You can do a write back to an SFTP. This stands for Secure File Transfer Portal. And what this is essentially is you could drop it into somebody's folder, essentially, that is on, that they have access to, and you could just put it there. A little bit technical. We'll get that later, but that's just another option. So there's so many ways that we can get this. So I'd like to show you another cool thing. Domo has its own app that you can download. And what you can see here is you can also distribute your information through this app. So I can scroll, I can see everything that we've been able to create pretty easy. If I click on this one, I can flip it and it'll also mobile render. Pretty cool, just showing you another avenue. So there we go. Now that we were able to make a dashboard and you were able to see, well, we have multiple ways that we can get our insights and our plates, our cards to different consumers. We have embed, we have just download it, share it. We can put it in PowerPoint. We can do a bunch of things. So I just want to show you that there are multiple avenues, a lot of power behind Domo and how to distribute data. Really, really cool stuff.